Once again, Caitlin Clark continuing to break records non-stop.
Caitlin Clark was voted as the future face of, as a future face of the WNBA in 5 years.
The viewership numbers has been released for Paige and Caitlin last matchup.
Caitlin Clark running the show.
The numbers are in, and history has been made.
She was the face of the league before she even got to the league.
Who will be the face of the league in 5 years? Caitlin Clark.
Again, what was supposed to be just another regular season game turned into a national event the moment Caitlin Clark stepped on the court. Millions tuned in, records shattered, headlines exploded.
Caitlin Clark continues to crush the viewership department and bring in those big ratings.
In just her rookie year, she's done what no one in WNBA history has ever done: break the all-time viewership record for a regular season game. And the craziest part? She did it without controversy, without gimmicks, just pure basketball.
They did 1.7 million average viewers with a peak of 2.2 million average viewers. That game, 52% up from last year's WNBA ESPN regular season average.
This wasn't hype. This was proof. Caitlin Clark isn't just part of the league's rise. She is the rise. It started like any other WNBA matchup, Indiana Fever versus Dallas Wings. No finals implications, no bitter rivalry, just another game on the schedule.
Caitlin Clark throwing touchdowns like Peyton Manning, controlling a game like Tom Brady, putting belt to ass.
Another of its most watched WNBA games ever with the Indiana Fever's win over the Dallas Wings.
But the second Caitlin Clark stepped onto that court, the energy shifted. Every camera focused on her. Every possession felt heavier. And soon it became clear.
Caitlin Clark has changed the game. She changed it in college and in the WNBA.
The country has fallen in love with what we have created.
This wasn't just another game. It was about to be history. From the opening tip, Clark had the crowd on edge. Not because she was showboating, not because she promised anything outrageous, but because everything she does demands attention.
2.1 million average viewers with a peak of 2.5. An extra 400,000 people showed up compared to the Las Vegas Aces game. And an extra 500,000 people showed up in terms of peak compared to the Las Vegas Aces game.
Whether she's threading a no-look pass, pulling up from the logo, or simply reading the defense, fans watch. Not just in the arena, but everywhere.
I said that people have been clamoring for Caitlin Clark to return to national TV.
Phones came out, TVs flipped channels, streams spiked. The nation was watching. She didn't need a 40-point explosion. She didn't need a viral altercation. She simply played the way she always does.
I said that people have been clamoring for Caitlin Clark to return to national TV. A lot of the casuals, Ion's no ABC. Ion is no CBS. And it's also Ion on Friday night.
With IQ, intensity, and flair. And the game caught fire. People tuned in and then kept tuning in. Word spread like wildfire. Caitlin Clark is cooking. Social media exploded in real time. Clips flooded timelines. Suddenly, a Tuesday night game had the atmosphere of a championship.
This shows you that the Caitlin Clark effect is still strong, but definitely Paige Bueckers has a fan base of her own as well. But I like this, man. I like this. I think this is great for the cause. I think this is great for Caitlin.
But this wasn't an accident. This was the buildup. Since her arrival, every game Clark plays in is treated like an event. Fans travel states just to see her. Kids hold up signs begging for a glance. She's not just drawing numbers, she's creating moments.
So 53.8% of players, and I understand it's only 39%, but again, that's like, what, 20? Or 39 players, it's like, what, 25, 30% of the league? And 53.8% mentioned Caitlin Clark.
And on this night, she gave the world another one. By the time the buzzer sounded, it wasn't the scoreboard people were talking about, it was the viewership. Something massive had just happened, and nobody, not the league, not the networks, not even her opponents, could ignore it. Caitlin Clark had just made WNBA history. When the final viewership numbers dropped, jaws hit the floor.
It averaged 2.1 million viewers and peaked at 2.5 million viewers. WNBA on ESPN is up 7% from last season, man. What? The numbers are crazy. The numbers are crazy. She's a draw. It's as simple as that. She continues to already be the face.
The Indiana Fever versus Dallas Wings game, led by Caitlin Clark, pulled in a staggering 2.13 million average viewers, peaking at 2.45 million. Let that sink in for a regular season game.
We are getting used to this. 69% versus last year's WNBA on ABC regular season average. This season to date, the WNBA across ESPN platforms are up 7% from last season.
Not playoffs, not All-Star Weekend, just another night in the WNBA until Caitlin Clark turned it into a record-breaking spectacle. That number, it shattered every previous regular season viewership figure in league history.
Over the Dallas Wings averaged 2.1 million viewers and peaked at 2.5 million views. WNBA on ESPN is also up 7% from last year. ABC airs another most watched views.
In fact, it didn't just break the record, it obliterated it. To put this in perspective, some past WNBA finals games didn't even reach these numbers. And we're talking about a rookie here. A player not even halfway through her first season, already outdrawing MVPs, champions, and the league's biggest names.
She's a very shifty player, lives in that mid-range, loves to get to the free throw line. So we'll see how the ACL holds up. We'll see.
This wasn't a fluke. This wasn't a one-night wonder. Caitlin Clark has been consistently lifting the WNBA's numbers every time she touches the ball. ESPN recently revealed that Indiana Fever games, because of Clark, are averaging 1.87 million viewers.
ABC fourth most watched WNBA game, more than 120 regular seasons and postseason games. 2.1 million views. Big time numbers, guys.
Caitlin Clark has changed the game. She changed it in college and in the WNBA.
The country has fallen in love with what we have created. And America, here's the girl next door, all grown up, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark has captivated the nation, breaking scoring records in college and bringing women's basketball to a whole new audience.
She is a phenomenon.
An insane 69% increase from previous league averages.
If it's on ESPN, CBS, ABC, it needs to be 750,000 or more in order to get me out of bed. If I'm the WNBA, if I'm the owner, if I'm over 750,000 or more in order to get me out of bed. Moving along, we got a survey on our hands, folks, and this has been answered by the WNBA players. 39 of them.
And that's not including social media engagement, streaming platforms, and viral content that explodes every time she plays. Want more proof? Her debut game against the Connecticut Sun, highest rated WNBA opener in over 2 decades. Her next game, another record. And now this, the all-time viewership peak for a regular season game. She isn't just drawing attention, she's dominating it.
At least between 750,000 and 1 million viewers. Just real quick, in case you guys didn't know, last Wednesday, Las Vegas Aces versus the New York Liberty, they did 700,000. Not bad, but I have been adamant and I'm sticking to it.
Every broadcast she's on becomes appointment television. Networks are adjusting schedules just to carry her games. ESPN, ABC, and even NBA TV are battling for the rights to show Caitlin Clark. Not Indiana, not the matchup, not even the league.
Caitlin Clark is obviously the reason why everybody's watching the WNBA. She's the reason why all these fans are tuning in.
Nobody on this team sets screens.
Caitlin Clark showed y'all. She the best that ever did it and got away with it.
Her. And this is without the full marketing machine behind her. Despite being left off the Olympic roster, despite inconsistent officiating, despite being physically targeted night after night, she doesn't complain. She doesn't politic. She just shows up and the numbers follow.
She was getting better and better and better, and now she's going back from injury, trying to figure that stuff out. Body maybe not working the way it normally does, and is having to figure things out on the fly. Like,
her opponents know it. The league knows it. The media knows it. And now the stats prove it. Caitlin Clark isn't just a rookie sensation. She's the most bankable name in women's basketball.
He said Caitlin Clark, Juju Watkins, Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, A'ja Wilson, and other. I believe it's going to be a little closer with Juju and Caitlin. Only if Juju comes back the same.
She is, statistically and undeniably, the biggest television draw the WNBA has ever seen.
Juju Watkins, as a negative assist to turnover ratio, shoots a worse percentage than Caitlin Clark. She is a dog on defense, though.
And she's only getting started. This isn't just about breaking records. It's about redefining the entire league. Caitlin Clark hasn't simply raised viewership. She's reprogrammed the way the WNBA is seen, sold, and celebrated.
They're going to get better with just experience. And you saw it when her stats, as she got worked up through college, her stats were unbelievable as a freshman, but there were more flaws with her as a freshman than there were with her as a senior, for example. And then we saw it last year, post All-Star break.
For years, the league struggled to grab consistent national attention. Now, one rookie walks in, and suddenly every arena is sold out, every game is televised, and every fan knows the schedule by heart. She shifted the culture.
You could see them getting in sync, and a bunch of players scored. Sophie Cunningham is coming into her own. Kelsey Mitchell is a hooper, a scorer, all those things. Aaliyah Boston's had a great season, the entire season. That is all good things for the Fever.
Kids who never watched the WNBA are now begging for Clark jerseys. Fathers, mothers, grandparents, everyone is tuning in. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about belonging to a movement, and Caitlin Clark is at the center of it. Her presence has turned the Indiana Fever, a team once lost in the shadows, into must-see TV. Merchandise sales have skyrocketed. Ticket prices have doubled. Entire cities light up when the Fever comes to town.
Caitlin Clark running the show.
You know, that's another thing that when you're looking at that 5 steals, only 2 turnovers, 13 assists to 2 turnovers.
This is the power of Caitlin Clark right here. This is the crowd prior to the game. These are all Fever fans going into a road arena in Boston. Look at that. Look at all the Fever. Red, Fever, red. I mean, look, little Caitlin Clark fans right here. That is Caitlin Clark's draw and her power for the league.
Not because of a rivalry, but because Clark is in the building. And it's not just fans feeling her impact. The players are too. Veterans who once dominated the spotlight are now being asked about Clark in every interview. Some are embracing it, others resisting it. But whether they like it or not, the shift has happened. And it's not going back. Caitlin Clark has already done for the WNBA what no marketing campaign ever could. She made it relevant to the entire country. She gave young girls a new role model. She gave sports media a reason to cover women's basketball daily. And she gave the league a face the world instantly recognizes.
And America, here's the girl next door, all grown up, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark has captivated the nation, breaking scoring records in college and bringing women's basketball to a whole new audience.
She is a phenomenon.
And she has been playing better. She has been balling. So, Angel Reese coming in 4th at 6.4%. Then we got A'ja Wilson. And I don't really see A'ja Wilson 5 years from now being a face. She'll be older.
No scandals, no politics, just a jump shot, a fire, and a belief that the game deserves more eyes. And now with the all-time viewership record shattered, one thing is clear. Caitlin Clark didn't come to fit into the WNBA. She came to reshape it. The ratings don't lie, the fans don't lie. She's not just part of WNBA history, she is the reason it's being rewritten. Caitlin Clark didn't ask for the spotlight. She earned it. With every pass, every shot, every moment under pressure, she's not just playing the game, she's changing it.
She's a great player, but I just don't think her game is entertaining enough where people are going to really be knocking down the doors to see it, and it's going to be selling out crazy tickets, and the viewership is going to be, I just don't see her style of play. Oklahoma She's a bucket. You got a girl that's still in high school go by the name of Special K. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be some good players that's lumped in that other category right now. She'll get you 20 and you won't even notice it. It'll be a quiet 20, but she's a killer. She gets busy. I just don't know if she brings the excitement enough to be the face, and if she's, I think she's very more like laid back, quiet.
And now with the all-time WNBA viewership record shattered, there's no more debate, no more doubt, no more pretending this is a phase. This is a legacy in real time. If you're witnessing this rise, you're not just watching history, you're part of it. Drop a CC Rocks in the comments if you know Caitlin Clark isn't just breaking records. She's building a new era.
This is the power of Caitlin Clark right here. This is the crowd prior to the game. These are all Fever fans going into a road arena in Boston. Look at that. Look at all the Fever. Red, Fever, red. I mean, look, little Caitlin Clark fans right here. That is Caitlin Clark's draw and her power for the league.